Hi, this video tutorial is going to show you how to graph a quadratic inequality. Our problem here states y is less than or equal to negative x squared plus 4x minus 1. We're going to go ahead and identify the ABC values. A is always the coefficient in front of x squared. In our case, it's negative 1. B is always the coefficient in front of x. In our case, it is 4. And the constant is negative 1. Using those values, we're going to use the formula x equals negative b over 2a to find the x-coordinate of the vertex. When that is simplified, we find out that the x-coordinate of the vertex is 2. Next, in our table of values, I have space for 5 ordered pairs. In the middle, I always place my vertex. Since I just found the x-coordinate of the vertex, which is 2, I'm going to put it in that spot. To make this symmetrical, from the vertex, if I go up 1 unit, I now have a x value of 3. To keep this symmetrical, I have to go down 1 unit. So now I have an x value of 1. To get the other two x values from the vertex, I'm going to go up 2, and now I have an x value of 4. And to keep that symmetrical from the vertex, I need to go down 2. So now I have an x value of 0. Using those 5 x values, we're going to go ahead and solve for the 5 y values. When we solve, you're going to use our original problem, but change out that inequality for an equal sign. So those are your 5 y values. Go ahead and look over the work before we proceed. So after those 5 ordered pairs have been found, you're going to go ahead and graph them into your coordinate plane. Now notice in our problem, we have less than or equal to symbol. So when we connect those 5 ordered pairs, we're going to connect it with a solid line. And when you graph quadratic inequalities, if you have a greater than or equal to symbol, or a less than or equal to symbol, it will always be connected with a solid line. So let's take a look at what the graph looks like right now. So these are the 5 ordered pairs that we found from our chart. And again, because our inequality is less than or equal to, we're going to connect all 5 of those ordered pairs with a solid line. So now let's determine the shading. Again, this yellow dot right here represents my test point, which is currently outside of the parabola. So what we're going to do is take our test point, which is currently the origin, and substitute it back into the original question. The statement that I get is 0 is less than or equal to negative 1. Now since that is false, we're going to shade away from the test point. Now in this case, our test point was outside of the parabola. So when we shade away from that, really what that means is we're going to shade inside the parabola. So that's why the inside of the parabola is currently shaded. This is video number 2 of graphing quadratic inequalities. I've also loaded another video, so you have 2 videos to use as reference. And hopefully that helped.